Okay, I have a manners minder here, and we're going to do a quick video on how to repair it. It's a wonderful tool, and the only thing is sometimes things go a little bit wrong with it. Usually what happens is right here some kibble will jam up and you just have to unjam that. But periodically what can happen is, and especially if you travel with it, with a full or partially full supply of kibble in there, it can, let's see if we can, it can fall in here into the works, and that can either jam up the motor or it can blow the belt. It's a belt driven machine, so it can blow the belt off. So the way to repair that is first unjam this, take the wheel out, and if it's working, make sure also that your channel and your remote are on the same frequency. The frequency for the remote is set in here. There's a little slide switch and there's a channel switch. Hello, Grip. I'm being visited here. Make sure before you go and take something apart that you are in fact chasing the right thing, that it's not something simple like the channel is on the wrong setting. But if the motor here is spinning, you're fine. If this little wheel inside is spinning, you're fine. But if it's not, if you can hear the motor running and this isn't turning, then what's going on is your belt is probably blown off. Hello, honey. Off. Good girl. So the way to fix that then is shut it off, take the wheel out. I'm not sure that you have to, but take the wheel out, and there are 5 screws. 1, 2, 3, and the other 2 are underneath the battery compartment here. So you take the batteries out, and I'm working on a towel because I don't like when screws come out. You have to sometimes tap them out there, rattle them out, and then they fall on the floor. The towel helps keep the screws from going crazy, flying all over the place. So there's 4 of the screws are already out to shorten this video. My last one is here. And I'm going to take that out. Use a Phillips screwdriver to do that. And that's what I mean. You have to tap them out sometimes. They stick in there. And there it is. So there's my 5 screws. And again, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the other 2 are there under the batteries. Now, here's the part where you have to be a little bit careful. There's wires that come from here and here. Well, from here over to the components, and there's a speaker here. There's speaker wire. You can see this little tab at the front. You want to lift the back of the machine carefully. Lift it carefully. Just get the front to pop off there, and don't pull it hard, because you can see here's your wires and there's your speaker wire, and just place that gently at the back and keep it from falling. So I'm going to turn this so you can see the motor and the belt. The motor is here, and there's the belt, which drives the linkage to that little disc. Alright, and there's this little belt that can pop off or get jammed up. And you just want to make sure that that's clear. Stuff can get jammed up right in here. Make sure that it's clear. And if it's not, clear it. Remove whatever debris is locking it up. And then you can put the belt back on. Or if the belt breaks, I've never heard of that. It's never happened to any of my machines. I have 3 of them. It's never happened to any of mine. But if the belt breaks, I'm sure you can get a new one. And it just goes on there, the two wheels nice and loose, and now make sure there's no debris in the machine, and you can begin to start to put it back together. Watch where the wires fall as you're doing that. And that's it. Pop it back together. Put your 5 screws back in. You might want to just put 1 or 2. Put the batteries in and test it before putting all 5. Screw that back in. I'm going to put 2 in and test it. And this was a working machine, so hopefully nothing I did changed that. There's 2. I'm going to put my batteries in. Oh, correct way. And I'm going to turn it over. Hold it from falling apart because there's only 2 screws in it. Turn it on and check it. And we're good. So now, that noise always excites my dogs. Now I'm going to put the other 3 screws back in, and that's it. Hope that helps some of you who have experienced problems with the disc not turning. The motor is sounding, but the disc isn't turning. 2 more screws and we're done.